Generic greetings and welcome back once again to Prison Architect. Today's beverage is a very nice cheeky choc coconut protein drink, half beverage and half food. So welcome back to the game. In the previous episode we were once again using a combination of the quick build and clone tool to pretty much finish off the northern part of the map. This includes the cells, showers, kitchen, canteen, holding cell, we've got a laundry in there, visitation, you know, we've got a fair amount of stuff in here, so pretty happy with that. However, we do want to, in this episode, finish off a couple of things. So, I mean, there might be the odd bit of flooring to do, but we need to look at some extra needs, and then we need to expand down the south. The problem is money, or rather, I guess the problem is the lack of said money. Anyway, let's have a quick look at our prisoners' needs. We can see that there are some things like family and recreation. Those are just probably people in solitary, but the main ones are spirituality, literature, and luxuries. Now, the latter we can't do anything about because that's to do with a shop and we just don't have one. Nor have we got one planned in this version of the build, so I don't know how we're going to get around that one, but we'll see. The literature and spirituality, though, we can probably fulfill. So over to the common room here. In the objects, we can put in a bookshelf. In fact, we're going to put in several bookshelves. So we'll have bookshelves run along here and to that corner there. And obviously, we're going to do the same thing here. So that goes across. And we also can put in some prayer mats. And I actually sort of like the idea of having them in the sort of central bit here. It looks quite nice there. Obviously, we're not using the quick build or cloning tool for this one. We could, if we really wanted to. Let's just go to quick build and to a chapel. No, there's no chapel in it. I thought there was a chapel in. It is definitely called a chapel. Yeah. Yeah. Curious. Anyway, so we've put those in it anyway, and that's fine. And I just realised I don't think there is a recycling bin down the bottom here. And, well, there is now. Okay, job done. So that's going to get built, and obviously that'll increase the things that we can look after when it comes to the prisoners' needs. So that is good. We have patrols on the go. We have deliveries coming in. We have lots of building. So, pretty happy with that. However, we need to look at this bottom bit. So, we have basically this entire thing to mirror down the bottom. And we did mention about going to quick build and then cloning here. And pretty much cloning, what would it be? It would be that, I think. So we could rotate it round and then flip it. And that there would be pretty much all of what we need. Obviously, there's a little bit on the left that we haven't got. It says 16 grand for that, but we know it's going to cost a lot more than that. But I ruled that out because it would basically be clicking the button and then waiting. And I thought, is that going to be of interest? But then there's many people pointed out in the previous episode, what about for science? Like, would it not be interesting trying this? And, well, I can't really see any argument against it. So we're going to give it a go. How are we going to do that, however? Well, we are going to spend a little bit of money that we don't have in the form of bank loans. We can get a maximum loan of 250,000. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. 100,000 bank loan. We're also going to go to staff and workers and get another 20. And then what we're going to do is, most likely, break the game. There it is. It says the clone room is 16,158 generic units of currency. I beg to differ. I think this is going to be a monumental task, considering as well that they have to also put this stuff in as well. So let's just see how we get on. We have received a couple of prisoners. However, the problem with cloning like this, and we have experienced this in the past, but not to this extent, is that when you order this, it orders all of the components in one go. Which means, yes, we've just got, let's have a quick look, a strong prisoner, and we don't know about the other one, but that's fine. That person is also a snitch and confidential informant. Let's go ahead and say lockdown 24 hours, but while we're on, we're going to go with permanent punishments, and we need a lawyer, so we will hire said lawyer over here, and let's research that. So, what happens when you order this is it puts it in basically the queue, and it's going to just keep bringing in the resources and bringing them in and bringing them in and bringing them in. And what it often does is miss out things like these staff meals, or for example, you know, the food we need to cook for prisoners. It can be genuinely a bit of a nightmare. So let's just see if this is going to be as problematic as we expect. Obviously, the workers are cracking on down the bottom here. They are putting in a lot of the foundations. This is just the tip of the iceberg, though, because, well, it doesn't take long to put in the foundations. That's not the stuff that's, like, the hard graft. What is a problem is that pretty much every single prisoner is now wanting to escape over the wall because they've just seen this guy put that climbing rope there. Let's just press dump on that one and prioritize that. Also go to guard response and respond along here. And there's another rope as well. So that is how many ropes? Let me just go ahead and cancel that. And I think there is a rope behind that prisoner. Yes, climbing rope. We're going to go for dump and then prioritize that. And yeah, as people rightly commented, oh, good grief, they're going for the rope. Yeah, as people rightly commented, the facility is, it's low security, put it that way, because this is a standard fence with no perimeter wall or anything like that, no barbed wire or any other protection other than just we have a patrol of an armed guard, and well, as you can see, it doesn't often work because we've had 3 people escape. I'm going to do a full shakedown tonight, but I don't think that's going to cut it. What I think may cut it is if we go over to our... how are we going to do it? Yeah, we're going to set, for the time being, laundry to staff only. Laundry to staff only will ensure that they don't nick ropes, which means getting over the wall should be a lot more difficult for them. Anyway, we can go to informants and see that we do have our snitch there, and they are almost certainly going to have permanent punishments. We're on 51% on that one. And let's go ahead and we will do a shakedown. Now, tunnels are also potentially an issue because going from, say, there to there is not a big task in the slightest, and we'll probably see that when we come to trying to escape from this thing. I'm tempted to do an escape attempt in the escape mode before potential expansion. That seems like a fairly decent idea. Anyway, how we're doing for this area? It looks to be... it's looking alright. We're getting danger level at max rating. Why is danger level that high? It's high and they have serious complaints. Shackled in cells, armed guards in service, 18 prisoners unnecessarily searched, and staff morale is low. Ah. Bladder and bowel needs. Okay. To be fair, we do have staff canteens, and we do have a staff room, but we don't have a staff toilet. What on earth would we do there? Well, there's no toilet that we can place. I'm wondering what we can do for that. I guess just putting in some toilets in the staff room would have to suffice. But what am I going to put it there? Where could we put it? I could put walls there and a door, but it seems a bit cramped. Putting it in here is just unsavoury. The only thing I can do is remove some... I'm going to have to remove some of this... yeah, I'm going to have to remove some of this and have some toilets in here. Let's do that then. I don't have much choice. Dismantle all of these. That's the food tray. There we go. I'll dismantle those and prioritise that. And let's see if we can fix this problem. So planning, walls. Wall along there, wall along there. entranceway would go in, say, here. And then would we just put a row of toilets in there? Or should we just have an entranceway in there? And then 4 toilets across that area? Something like that. Yeah, we're going to have that. Okay, over to concrete wall then. And it'll be cross, and there, and there. And then objects and toilet, which will go on the left-hand side. I'd like to put some sinks in, but yeah, I don't know if we have the time or energy to do that. There is a staff toilet, and immediately it says on break, and all of the staff are rushing there, as one may imagine. So hopefully that's going to sort out the staff morale. Yeah, complete oversight on my part here. To be fair, you would think it would be in the staff canteen or the staff room, but there's no such thing as a staff canteen. Well, sorry, not in the quick build tool, there isn't anywhere. So danger level is absolutely maxed, but it is now... Oh, it's heading down just a wee bit there, and I've just realised we have a grant completion done. So, can we pick something else up? We've got things like tracker pilot scheme. I'm going to pick that up just for the cash. I'm not going to bother with anything else because I want to pick up the crackdown on drugs and tool cleanup. But we are going to go over to policy here and go for a medium quantity, medium variety meal. I think that was set to low previously, so that's curious. We're going to switch up the eat, so it's going to be eat there and eat in there. And the one in the middle I will put as a work/lockup, which is like so. Actually, was it that, or was it work lockup? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I think it was just lockup. We did just have a section of lockup, didn't we? So that's in there. Let's see how we get on. So, we do have install a medical box in the infirmary, install a health monitor in the infirmary, and all the trackers. That's for the tracker pilot scheme, but obviously we're not looking at that just yet. Just yet. We would benefit from probably another doctor. We benefit from some more cooks. There's so many things we would benefit from. And that could be a legit marker, that one there as well. Search toilets. And now the CEO is calling. Reform programs are key to prisoners successfully reintegrating into society. Some offenders will start successful new lives, while others will fall back on old ones and reoffend. So basically, it's just telling us about, the ability to retool and sort of retrain prisoners and reform them. But we'll see. Because at the moment, we're focusing on this. And a lot of it's done, I notice. There is a lot of it done. Obviously, at the moment, we're on minus nearly 10,000 generic units of currency. Not ideal. If we're honest with one another. Also, this room here, I'm pretty much going to get rid of. So at the moment, this is going to be another laundry because we've just cloned it. But we're going to dismantle and sell a lot of that. And instead, put a parole in. That's the plan there. Similarly, on this left-hand side here, we are going to have the solitary, but this infirmary, no, we're not going to have another infirmary. Instead, I did plan a chapel there, but I can't see one in here. So we could have a mail room, could have a library, we could have, what are we missing? A shop. We're missing a shop. Ooh, shop's actually quite large. The shop would fit, but in a roundabout fashion, so maybe not. Classroom wouldn't fit in. Maybe. No. Flower garden, restaurant, bakery, gymnasium. Gymnasium may go in. I should unpause it while I crack on and build. Workshop's massive, and that's not going to go in. It's probably going to be the shop, but yeah, it's just the size of it. Okay, I'll have to have a think about that one. But lots of prisoners turning up, as in right now. And there they are. So, let's have a quick look. I want to go for a start. Where is our snitch? There they are. So you, actions, lockdown permanent. We don't have a protective custody area, so that's the best we can do at this stage. We also have an ex-law enforcement. 2 ex-law enforcements. Okay. Now, previously, I changed the category. Is that done? It's done! Oh, wow. Okay. That's pretty good. Right, we'll have to run some electrical cable then. So let's run some electrical cable from there across. That'll do for now. The other one will go in, say... Oh, we can run that. And... Does that just run down there? That runs to there. That runs down there. And then this one, it goes up and roughly in the middle. Okay. Let's see how that goes. So yeah, we got ex-law enforcement, and also we're still on loads of negative. Wow. I would have thought we got more than that, but it's based on the loan, I would imagine. Right. Sadly, 1, 2... Let's just fire all but 8 of our building staff. That's going to massively help there. In terms of grants, we can do tool cleanup, which is remove all of the tools. Raise prisoner capacity to 50. We're 2 off. We're 2 off that one. Quick build then. Custom. Clone. If I select all of this... Actually, that, isn't it? Rotate. Flip. No, that doesn't seem right. Or is it? It is. Correct, I believe. And that will mean that... actually, rooms. Let me get rid of that room there. So, like I say, we're going to demolish this. But yeah, it means that that would take us over that 50 mark. Yeah, possibly. I digress. I was saying about the like ex-law enforcement. We were going to have these on lockdown permanent. And I think we'll do the same thing over here as well. Because of that, there you go, straight away. Yeah, lockdown permanent. They're already fighting in here. Let's go for guard response. 1, 2, 3. And I don't know if it's going to be too late. I've previously altered the category when they're here and put tracking belts on them, and, well, there's the end of that. Yeah, sometimes if you do that while before they've been processed, basically it's too late and they get sort of... Yeah, they get sort of stuck, which is horrible. So, there's Matt. He's got permanent punishment now. We do have a high category prisoner, that's Adam Parkin. I haven't altered the policy, so he has been put up to a higher category of prisoner. Obviously, utilities is still to run in, but just waiting for that. Fair bit of work to do, and we have sacked a fair number of people. If we were to decrease our bank loan a little bit, would that help? Yes, it would help. So, why is that jumped from minus 1,000 to nearly minus 3,000? I do not know. But what I do know is we want to go shake down all sectors. We are at risk if a fire breaks out. Yes, yes we are. We're at risk of many things. And that is indeed one of them. Okay, so we just need to run all of the electricity cables in. So it's in here, isn't it? Just because of the way this works, because these are cells, but they're not cell blocks. They're not inside. And this is just the electricity. What is curious and good is that we managed to do this in one go. In one big clone. Which I'm fairly happy with. Just need to raise that prisoner capacity. Put in the plumbing. Let's have a quick look at water and large pipes. That's going to run down. And we've also got prisoner intake now, which is good. That pipe's going to run to the end. Let's just see who we've got. No notable traits. A couple of potential CIs here as well. This is Matt Gullidge. Manslaughter 14 years. And attack prisoner in serious injury. Stephen... What? Matt Gullidge and Stephen Gullidge. Ah. Well. Coincidence? I mean, yes, obviously it is. It's total coincidence. But it's just that, yeah, the fact that we have those is a curious thing. And they were the ones attacking the prisoner. So, yeah. Well, it says remove the supply of stolen tools, and it hasn't done it. So I'm going to keep doing it. I'm going to keep doing that shakedown, even in the daytime, just to get this done. So, that should be a fairly decent thing to get. Danger level is flying up, naturally, because of the double searches here. But, grand completion, 20 grand. Crackdown on drugs, and that's done as well. Let's decrease the bank loan. And go for... What do you want to go for now? Maybe... prisoner reoffending rate reduction? And... with all of that, we've managed to reduce... Let me just stop that shakedown. Oh, it's already finished anyway. We've managed to reduce the... bank loan down to a point where we're only just on negative cash flow. Okay, well, it's just a bit of... Andrew Winner, who's lost the fight. Yeah, it's just a bit of plumbing that really we need to do. Oh, and some flooring and connect up the CCTV and put in the extra bits here and finish off the left-hand side. Okay, so there's a lot to do, okay? I'll freely admit it. But what I'm noticing that we're not getting no escapes yet. Since we sorted a lot of this out. Lots of fights, though. Lots of fights. Just waiting for the utilities to be placed. And because... these are cells. They have to wait for the stuff to go in. Okay, I think it's worth it to maybe plumb in the toilets first. I think. Yeah, plumb in the toilets here first. And I can't remember how we've plumbed them all in. Not that it's a huge concern, as long as it's in, so they actually have water. That's the sort of main focus here. And we are on 1 generic unit of currency for our daily cash flow. And it's still going up. Okay. That's something. Right. We are going to leave it there. That's been a bit of Prison Architect. As a test, I'm going to mark down as successful. We have managed to successfully, for the most part, quick build the entire northern part of the facility, and then clone it with not only rotation but mirror functions. And it's all in. There's still a ways to go. We need to put in the flooring, the plumbing, more flooring, CCTV, do some more wiring. We need some lights in the yard. I need to do something with this area because it's still completely redundant. There's still a ways to go. And, most likely, put in a perimeter wall. And then we can talk about expansion. Let's see how we get on. As always, if we have enjoyed the episode and the series thus far, comments in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.